All right, you want a sneak peek of what I got done today? Fine. Did a little bit of welding. I beefed up the chassis a little bit. And got a fuel cell mounted. So, nothing too crazy. Pulled the box off, That's about it. You're late. Again. Anyways, we're gonna work on this today. What do you think so far? I think it looks pretty good. I really do. I just got back from vacation. I had COVID. It was a rough time, but we'll talk about that while we're working. So let's go. So last week we tacked some of this roof on. What I'd like to do is jump around and do a little bit more welding on it, because you don't want to just go through and weld all of it because it'll warp real bad. And we might as well hit this side. And we'll just kind of keep the heat even. I don't know. We don't want to get anything too warm. So anyways, I'm just going to start welding, jumping around. I don't want to get any area too hot. I'm probably just going to put that on time lapse, to be honest with you, because it's like 30 degrees out here. And I don't know if you can see my breath or not, but maybe a little bit. But it's cold enough. Also, we've got a couple of packages today. Pretty exciting stuff, I'm not going to lie. So I will have a P.O. box this week if anybody else is interested. But yeah, I'm going to turn the heater on. I'm going to weld here and there a little bit, and then we'll do a little bit more talking. Why not? Worth every single penny. All right, so got a little bit of welding done, a little bit across the top. Realistically, the amount of welding that's going to need to be done on this truck is absolutely ridiculous. So, might as well just do a little bit at a time, so that way, when it comes down to it, I don't have to sit out here for 2 weeks and weld nonstop. But we're not going to do very much welding this episode, because I'm getting over COVID, and it don't take long to smoke this garage out. So I'm having enough problems as it is. So since we're standing right here, let's just go over some stuff quick. Like this stuff right here, I'm gonna cut all this out, and I'm hoping Daryl can maybe do something, a little bit of bead rolling or something. I'd like to have it like a piece from here over, down all the way, I don't know, to the bottom or whatever. Just maybe do like a scroll, or I don't know, something on both sides. What else was I thinking? I'm gonna make some braces, but what I'm gonna do for the ceiling is it's gonna be one over there, one closer, and then probably one in the middle, and then tie all those together. So, I don't know. It's probably going to be overkill, but whatever. It doesn't bother me. Next thing, I was going to use these doors, but, being an old farm truck, well, that's welded on there. And so is that one. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool, but yeah, we're not doing that. We can't be doing that. Oh, and I don't know if it was an option or not, but I know the doors were original, but that one has an armrest, and this one don't even have the holes for the armrest. So What happened there? I guess they just don't care about the drivers, or excuse me, the passenger. The guy that has to get out and open the gate. Oh no, you don't get an armrest. But anyways, I'll probably just put all the doors back together, looking stock. It's gonna be stock. This build is extremely budget right now. The next build, we'll talk about spending some money. The build after that, for sure, we're gonna spend a bunch. But well, anyways, I'm gonna set you up on a tripod and we'll discuss what we're doing right now. All right, so it might be a little bit difficult to see, but I'd like to get this box mounted correctly. So what I'm gonna do is run a string line that follows this door, and then we'll just go right along this body line as well. Get it where it needs to be. Then I can get the mounts done, and I can take that box off. I need to pull the front clip off. It all needs to come off. I need to get this thing up on jack stands so we can actually work on it. Because I need to pull the airbags completely apart and put plumber's dope on there, all the fittings and whatever else. Make sure it's all sealed up nice and tight. And I was going to mount the compressor in the back of the pickup, but for what? I might just mount the compressor under the hood where I can, easily get to it. Maybe build a little box around it or something so you can't, hear it too much. And then put the tank along the frame or something in the back, just kind of hide that. I mean, why not? I don't really need to let everybody, their brother know what I got in the back of my pickup. But anyways, let me get that string line quick and then we'll get this box mounted. Shouldn't be too hard. Well, there I go thinking I had a string line, and I don't know. Must be somewhere. Wife must have used it. Anyways, I have a pretty good eyeball, and that looks pretty good right there. So next thing I need to do is, this will be our mounting point on each side. I think what I'm going to do is just come right off here, straight out, maybe piece of an angle iron or something heavy duty right there. What I'll do is I'll come up far enough to where I know that I can drill a hole and it'll hit that. And I'll do the same for the other side. Then I'll figure out what I'm doing for the back. Then we'll take the box completely off and I will tie in this with the cab mounts and probably maybe tie them together. I don't know. That might be an afterthought after we throw the drive shaft in. But anyways, we're going to do that. Oh, not to mention, I think last week I said I was going to mount that on the frame. I am going to do that. So we'll take that out of there too. And then maybe we'll focus on that for a little while too. So we'll get this box completely done so that we can get that out of there. And then, see where that takes us. All right, before we measure this, real quick, I got a letter in the mail from Zane from Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, one of my favorite channels on YouTube. He sent me the OG, that's right, Hodgepodge Dodge Garage sticker, as well as this false document. I don't know if I can put this one up or not. You'd have to talk to my dad. It's the Flashlight Holders University. It says that it's a graduate. I graduated from there, but I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, I really appreciate it, buddy. For anybody else, if you have a small YouTube channel and you would like one of your stickers to be on this vehicle or, at least on the channel, send it my way. I am getting a P.O. box this week just for that. So if you guys want to send me stuff, by all means, I would love to go through it. I'll share it with people if they'd like to see it. I don't know if I want to decorate the interior or under the hood or the whole pickup or what with these stickers yet. I guess it depends on how many I start seeing. Maybe, I don't know, the tonneau cover underneath, on top. I mean, I'd really like everybody to see, who's watching, who's sponsoring, who actually cares about what's going on over here. So anyways, let's get this measured real quick and get some brackets made up and weld them on there. Pull this box off and yeah, see what happens. Okay, I don't know how good you guys are gonna be able to see this, but okay, so you can't see it at all. Great. So from the back all the way up to where that green is almost a straight shot. So what I'm gonna do is mark the frame where I need to be up towards the back. I put a straight edge on the bottom of here, and then I'll just put my line there, and we'll just run that piece to the front. That is my plan, and then we can just build off that. Right now, the rest of it is all sitting on the frame mounts. There's no isolators, no cab mounts or any of that other stuff. Like nothing that can move or anything. It's all hard mounted right now. When I get all this stuff done, all the welding and whatever else, then we'll talk about throwing some type of rubber between it so that you don't have a bunch of road noise and I don't know, whatever else. But anyways, let's see if we can break our tape measure real quick. Anyways, so that's the plan. I'm gonna mark it quick and then I'll tip this box off. Okay, so I may have took a sneak peek of this package that I had gotten. The person that sent it said that they would like to remain anonymous. But, it does get expensive buying, like Sharpies. Flap wheels. These are like $5, $8 a piece. Like, look at that. I mean, hurricane or torpedo level. Box cutter. What else? Some legit like Lincoln welding gloves. Earplugs. Safety's huge. You gotta take care of that stuff. Oh, some really nice cutting wheels. Man. All right. More grinding wheels. A T-square. I mean, this, you guys, oh, yes. What are the odds? I was just talking about my string line being gone. There's no way. Sawzall blades, like, I mean, come on. I really wish I could tell you guys who sent this, but I'm not going to. Some gloves, another nice tape measure, like, man, this will really make a guy's day. There's probably a couple $100 worth of stuff here. Somebody was nice enough to go out of their way and round all this stuff up. I really feel grateful. And, sending stuff to small YouTube channels, and sometimes it could mean the world to some of them. They might be, at the end, they're like, let's just, make something up. Guy's been doing it for a year. He's only got 200 subs. He's putting out videos nonstop. And just none of them are hitting for some reason. It might not be anything he's doing. It might not be how he's doing it or, the way he presents himself or communicates or anything else. It might just be the project he's working on, you know? He might be rebuilding a Dodge or something. Or, you know what I mean? Something crappy. Just kidding. And people just aren't interested in what he's doing. And, you know, this might be the spark that guy needs, you know? Help a guy out, you know? It's beautiful. In fact, I'm going to, this week I'm going to go through all of like my favorite channels, and I'm going to see if I can get an address, and maybe I'll start sharing them at the end. I would really like to send out a care package, because like I know a lot of small YouTube guys now, you know. Classic Car Revivals, he's my brother, you know, he's super small, 2,000 subs, and yeah, 2,040 something now. He's getting bigger. Squirrel's Workshop, he doesn't have very many either. Who else? Bump Side Garage, I think I'm not sure, he doesn't have a whole lot either. I've been calling him Dent Side, and I apologize. Who else? Half Moon Customs. I mean, they're like 7,500, but they're still small. And I guarantee if they got a box like this, they'd be jumping for joy. Like, this is better than Christmas. My kids, none of them, they don't have to give me nothing. You keep them socks, you know? I'm happy with this kind of thing. So, anyway, I'm going to take my new toys out. We might as well run that string line since we got it. Make sure the box is on there straight. Everything looks perfect. So, yeah, exciting day. And I can't wait to return the favor. All right, let's see if this old eyeball lies or not. I can get a good grip on this rope. Take a gander down there. It looks like the front of the box is probably a 1/4 inch high. Maybe an 1/8. Really, really close. In fact, it's close enough to where I'm good with it. If I need to throw a washer or, you know, whatever. A washer or whatever in there to get it where it needs to be. Looks like that gap is perfect there. So, yeah, I think we're good there. I'm going to get that marked. And then we'll get that box going. What are the odds of getting a string line and a marker and all this other stuff I was just looking for? I was completely out of cutting wheels. Like, it's unbelievable. All right, well, that was pretty easy. Just got that marked out. Should be exactly where I need it, or really close. I'll probably lift the box off, and then I'll just go off that measurement for that side. That way I don't need to make sure this is perfectly level or whatever else. I got to pull that out. Next weekend, we have Casey from High Octane Garage. Octane with a K. He's going to be coming over. I think he wants to steal that grill from me, for one. And leave me the one out of his short box or whatever. I think it's a 62 or 63. He's coming. It's dark outside, so you won't be able to see it. But I got a cab out there that he's going to cut some pieces off. And make it a little easier for him. So, look forward to seeing him. Oh, yeah. We should, we might as well mark this. Then I'm going to take all this out. Oh, can't see that. All the way to the angle iron. Might as well, eh? And we can just drop that right in there. I was watching another channel. It's called Deadbeat's Garage. He did do a lot of Honda stuff. He's starting to get into some LS stuff, and I don't know. He's got a Blazer with an LS in it. It's pretty cool. But anyways, he narrowed one of these 8.8s out of a Ranger. You know, one side shorter than the other, blah, blah, blah. You know. But anyways, apparently the diff covers for the 02 and newer 8.8s, they were independent suspension. But the diff cover is aluminum and way stronger than that. So he said he paid $20 for one, and it was a direct bolt on. So, and it was finned, so that keeps your gear oil or whatever a little cooler, I would assume. So just a thought. That's what's nice about watching other channels. Learning stuff all the time. Different ways to do stuff, you know. All right, enough talking. Let's do something. Awful lot of talking on this episode. I'll be honest with you. That COVID kind of kicked my butt. I'm a little bit wore out. So this probably won't be too long of a video. But anyways, so we're on a cruise ship. We're going to the Bermuda Islands or whatever they are. And the waters are so rough that they won't let us get off the boat. And then that day, I just had like flu-like symptoms, and I was coughing and hacking stuff up. And I slept the whole next day and felt like crap the next day. And then we were in New York for 2 days, and I don't know, I'm drained. Still feel like crap. Now my little guy, my 3-year-old, he's not feeling good. So, but anyways, yeah, so we couldn't even get off the boat, and it was rough seas, you know, 15, 20-foot waves. Well, it's a little wild. I'll show you a clip here in a second of the water outside the boat. You know, we could look through our porthole or whatever it was in the stateroom. But anyways, so yeah, after all that was said and done, we're leaving the ship, and there's humongous lines, and we got 5 gigantic suitcases and a kid with, you know, our stroller, and we get all the way to where we're ready to go, and they're like, oh, you need to go to guest services. So my wife goes, and then they're like, well, you do too. I'm like, so then I go, and I lose her because there's so many people. And an hour later, she calls me. She's like, where are you? I'm like, trying to get to guest services. I hadn't even made it there yet. And she's like, well, you don't need to go there. So I turn around, and luckily the elevator opened up, and the lady that had told me to go to guest services was standing there. And I was like, you know, I went through this line already. Could you just push me up to the front? She's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And then it was like, you know, just she's throwing people basically, like, get out of the way, you know, make a hole, whatever. So, I mean, that part, I guess, wasn't so bad getting off at, but for a minute there, I thought I was going to have to wait another hour and a half in a line. You know, with not feeling well and a sick kid and whatever else, I really just didn't want to do it. So, anyways, the 2 days in New York, I'm the type of person that I react the way I'm treated, if that makes sense. And there are so many rude people there in New York City, it's not even funny. And I catch myself getting rude, and my wife is like, you all right? Like, you know, you need to take a chill pill or something? But, you know, if people want to get short with me, you know, I can get short real quick. And, you know, I'm not a little guy, and I'll go to jail if I have to, you know. I will. Anyways, so I won't be going back there unless the kids really want to go back or something, but I can't see myself doing it. I got anal glaucoma. So, anyways, let's pull this stuff out here quick, and then tip this box up, and we'll get this stuff marked. So, Enough ranting and raving. All right, just so you can see how this is gonna go on there, I'm gonna run it at a little bit of an angle. I'm also going to probably come from here and go over. Hopefully it keeps the chassis from bouncing or doing anything weird. And that'll be perfect because see how that's sitting parallel with the frame. Jesus, making all sorts of noise. All these brackets are, oh, well, you know what? It's a good thing I looked at that, because that won't work. This comes down a little bit lower than that does. So, guess we're gonna have to rethink that too. All right, let me think about it. All right, so we're still gonna be good. This is just resting on here, so I'll probably knock it off again, but we got a 1/2 inch to cover from here to there. That's more than enough room. So we can still do this. I'll make one exactly the same as the other side, and then maybe we can tie something in. I don't know, keep it from bouncing. Anyways, got that figured out. Okay, so I got those burned in there. I'm going to put angle iron between these two. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm not doing it right now. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Kind of getting tired. I traveled all day. I've been up since, I don't know, about 6 o'clock this morning. So, we haven't got very much done, so I guess I better maybe get this gas tank mounted, and then we'll call it quits for the night. Y'all didn't notice that I switched from that green unistrut to, that's right, take a good look at it. It's the dumpster dive angle iron. I didn't have enough of the unistrut, but I definitely had enough of that, so. And that's pretty strong. It's thick, so I'm happy. I don't think that I'm gonna put isolators underneath the box, to be honest with you. If I'm really thinking about it, I mean, wouldn't that make the chassis that much stronger? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I might be wrong. All right, for this gas tank, I'm not doing anything super tricky. Center it up. I'll mark these angles where I need to cut them. I'll get a couple of 4x4s underneath there, and I'll just set it out on there so it's nice and level. And weld the angle irons. Piece of cake. Shouldn't take very long. Get after it right now. All right, after a little bit of screwing around, got a fuel cell mounted in there. It's not completely welded in just yet. I gotta pull it all apart and weld everything, and then I'll paint all this stuff, and then I'll put it back together. But just showing you how it turned out. I know a little bit ago I said that I was gonna mount that air tank under the box, but you know what? I'm just gonna build a plate, and I'm gonna mount it right there. Why not? It ain't gonna be that big of a deal. I don't know what I'm gonna do with compressor yet. I think I would like to keep that out of the elements. So maybe I'll just build a little box for it, or I don't know yet. Actually, maybe I'll just put it right there. And then I don't know where I'm putting my battery yet. There is a spot in the floor over there for it, but I don't know if I want my battery sitting that low. The 65 and 66 actually mounted the battery under the hood, right about here, I believe. I don't remember exactly, but I'll probably just put it there. I'm not worried about weight distribution or any of that other stuff, so. Got a little bit done. It is really late, and I'm tired. But anyways, we made some progress, right? Okay. That fits too nice to not go right there. So I think that's the plan. And then I'll probably put the compressor right there. I don't think it'll be too close to the gas tank. I don't know. What do you guys think? Where's a good spot to mount them? Have you guys ever tried mounting one yourself? Let me know. Anyways, I think that's about it for this evening. So. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We got something done. Something's better than nothing. I don't know. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I think it's maybe a little after midnight right now, so maybe it is Christmas Eve. The wife's got to do cooking and all kinds of stuff in the morning, so I wasn't going to be able to get out here, so I chose tonight. I think it worked out pretty well. I actually think that I may just start coming out here Saturday nights, besides Fridays and then Saturday nights, and then maybe get the videos on Sundays released a little bit earlier, which would be nice. What's going on? Big thank you for the stickers to Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. I appreciate it. And I'm also glad to hear that your tan is coming along nice. That's good to know. Casey's coming next week. We're gonna work on cutting some of that cab up. He's also gonna interview me. He does a series called Shop Talks, and he talks to people about their projects and what they've done to it, what their plan is. Kind of a step by step. Where it's been, where it's going. So if you haven't checked any of those out, maybe you should. The last two have been on motorcycles / choppers. Really, really good interviews. Those guys are some characters. But anyways, don't forget to support small YouTube. Classic Car Revival. Last week he was working on his wagon. I think this week he's maybe working on a Ford pickup. I'm not sure. Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. I don't know what's coming out yet, but I'm sure that I've harassed him enough, and he's gonna do something. Who else? Half Moon Customs. Hopefully they come out with something. Support them. Why do I want to call it Dead Side Garage? Is it Bump Side Garage? Sorry if I messed it up again. I think it's Bump Side Garage. He was working on a Crown Vic swapped f100. I haven't seen his latest video. Who else? Duct Tape Garage. Glenn stopped by and got that spoiler for his little Ranger last week, which was awesome to finally meet somebody and have somebody else put eyes on this thing besides me. Squirrel's Workshop. He had a couple of videos this week. They were short and sweet. Definitely worth watching, checking it out. So anyways, I'm tired. I'm getting over COVID. Just keep moving. You'll figure it out. Y'all come back now, you hear? Since I got Monday off, pretty sure we're gonna have a Friday video. And it might be a good one. But for sure, Casey will be here. on Saturday or Sunday. So see you then. Oh, you want some more, huh? All right, so I'm thinking when I put that 65 grill in here, rather than the stock bumper, what I would like to do is use round tube. I was thinking like 1 inch. So it'd be round tube and then about 5 inches, 6 inches between it and another round tube. Okay, if you guys follow that, I'm gonna follow this line and then come back here somewhere and then drop down and follow this and then come back. So this will all be like an exoskeleton basically. And then I'll put sheet metal over the top of it, over the front. Does that make sense? So essentially it'll look like a bumper. It's not gonna be super strong, but it'll still be a bumper. And then for the rears, I was thinking I'd do the exact same thing. Just follow the body, hug it real tight, come up about the same distance as the front. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. This has got the smooth roll pan on it. I would like them removable. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll get it figured out. Oh, and if you guys didn't know, this box used to be a long box. I shortened it for the first Crown Vic swap that I did. As you can see, I don't know, I got my welds and she's welded down there. Got a little bit of shoddy body work in here. And then I'm going to finish welding this whole seam underneath because they trap moisture and whatever else. I figured I'd just slap some mud in there, smooth it out a little bit. I don't know. Oh, another thing. I sold these wheels. Yep, classic car revivals, just had to have them. So I sold them to them. I made 50% profit. Yeah, $150 for them. So I made something. He's making something. I'm looking for some more Crown Vic wheels. I would prefer the 17s in that style, but whatever. Actually, that's an oddball one. That one don't even belong with this. Actually, I want that style. But, I mean, if I just got to throw 16s on there, on these new tires or whatever. Anyways, I think that's about enough rambling for one day. It's time for bed. See you guys tomorrow. I just got to say it one more time. Thank you so much, Zane, for sending your stickers. They are definitely going somewhere on here, but I'm not sure yet where. Maybe I'll just cover a whole garage door. I don't know. I really don't know, but I sure do appreciate it. Great, great Christmas present. Thanks, buddy. I wonder if I could make it all the way to that Taco Bell and back to the 40th floor without crapping my pants.